Welcome to Kids Learning Lab, a learning podcast made just for kids. Today, we'll be learning about auroras. Have you ever heard of auroras? Auroras are flashing lights that only happen at the North and South poles. Auroras happen when the sun makes these very tiny particles that burst towards the Earth. However, the Earth's magnetic shield blocks these particles. The magnetic shield is a part of the magnetic field that the Earth has. This magnetic field is how compasses work. Anyways, after the particles get blocked by the magnetic shield, they still want to go somewhere. So they go into the top and bottom of the Earth because there's no shield there. When the tiny particles enter the atmosphere at the North and South poles, they combine with oxygen and nitrogen. The atmosphere is like a covering for the Earth. Nitrogen and oxygen are gases in the atmosphere. When they combine with the oxygen and nitrogen particles, they make the green, purple, blue, and red colors of auroras. Oxygen makes green and red, and nitrogen makes purple and blue. Did you know that other planets get auroras? Most of the planets have both magnetic fields and atmospheres, so they usually get auroras. In the description of this episode, I put a link to 2 photos of Jupiter and Saturn's auroras. There are 2 types of auroras. The one that happens at the North Pole is called aurora borealis, and the one at the South Pole is called aurora australis. Here's a short quiz to test your knowledge. You can follow along by pausing and saying the answers out loud. Number 1. Where do auroras happen? Number 2. Here's a tricky question. Which colors of auroras does oxygen make? Number 3. Can other planets have auroras? If you said the answers were number 1, the North and South poles, number 2, oxygen makes green and red, and number 3, yes, if they have an atmosphere and magnetic field. Thanks for listening. Thank you to Mayaza01 for saying, "It is amazing. I have this for my little brother. He's only 4, but I want him to be prepared when he is learning. Thanks so much for this podcast." You can get mentioned on the podcast by answering Q&As in Spotify and sending emails to us with voice recordings or messages.